Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Smash.
They begin with a run by Miller. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Finding room at midfield. Still going. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Ertz has it left side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ready?
2nd and 4. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Cowboys at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. They'll
run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll look to throw here on first down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 31-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete, Pat. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Claypool, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your...
On the double.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into fourth place all time.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he showed why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 130 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle, light blue. Ready.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Christian Watson
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
J.K. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He gets this to Jones over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And my goodness, another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Anthony Schwartz,
57 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd and 5.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used... I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll go with a keeper, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.